Law & Order Season 25 Premiere Review. The brutal Carter killer reveal proves the show still works. Street Justice, the opening of Season 25, marks the official return of Law & Order. Sam Marone's personal issues and how Odalia Halevy transformed them into some of the best performances we've seen since the revival were, in my opinion, one of the best aspects of Season 24 despite its ups and downs. Although I've always appreciated this show's willingness to leave things messy, I must admit that the sudden conclusion of Jessica Brady's, Maura Tierney, storyline last year felt like a lost chance. Because of this, I was both relieved and, to be honest, a little taken aback that this premiere continued exactly where the finale left off. The man who killed Sam's sister and got away with it on a technicality from another murder, Carter Mills, Jordan M. Cox, was shot on the street. And whether Sam ultimately lost it and pursued justice on her own is the question that hangs over everything. Nolan Price, Hugh Dancy, was still struggling with the idea that Sam might have killed Carter at the start of the premiere. Not even Tony Goldwyn's character Nick Baxter seems to be completely certain she is innocent. Sam, meanwhile, is actually controlling her rage and won't answer directly when asked if she had anything to do with Carter's demise. The evidence then begins to mount. Brady finds that Sam had the same kind of gun used, street cameras show a lady running from the incident, and all of a sudden her flat is subject to a search order. For a while, Sam is the clear target of every indication. For me, this worked because the authors allowed Sam to be vulnerable without making her become a cliché. The sequence in which Sam confesses to Nolan that she did want to kill Carter and even left her apartment with her gun in hand, but she stopped herself by tossing it into the East River, is masterfully done by Halevy. In all honesty, who wouldn't seek retribution in her position? That revelation makes her so achingly human. Brady admits that she might have felt the same way if it had been her sister. When those who uphold the law also acknowledge that they have opposing views, that is when Law & Order is at its best. I was happy they gave Sam the opportunity since it revealed much more about her and absolved her of the crime. After Sam is formally exonerated, the witness attests that the gunman was taller. Carter's girlfriend Julia, Christine Spang, is identified as the true culprit. She initially appears to be just another heartbroken partner, but it turns out that she and Carter had split up days prior to the verdict, and security tape shows her purchasing a gun on the day he was set free. Her testimony turns everything upside down when Nolan tries to accuse her with murder. Julia describes how the night she shot Carter, he became aggressive, choking, rapping, and threatening to murder her. In addition to everything she went through, Sam is obviously reliving her sister's ordeal through Julia's words, which makes it a gut punch. Julia claims she had no choice but to protect herself after running into Carter on the street, but it's unclear if her actions were motivated by fear or deliberate retaliation. This is where Sam and Nolan's relationship truly shines. Ever the rule follower, Nolan wants to follow the letter of the law, but Sam can't deny that the system, and Nolan by extension, failed and that Julia wouldn't have been in that situation if Carter had been found guilty. This show's back and forth between justice and law is exactly the kind of storytelling I enjoy. The twist follows. They offer Julia a manslaughter plea, but she blows a hole in her defense by blurting out to Sam that she did wait outside Carter's condo. Sam must decide whether to go on or conceal the truth after Nolan overhears. She acknowledges that winning at all costs isn't the same as justice, but she also makes the case that they should continue to pursue the plea. This is what I found most admirable. Unexpectedly, Nolan concurs, and I believe that their relationship, which has subtly grown to be one of my favorite aspects of the series, was made or broken by her being open with him.